Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018, picking up right where we left off here with our Corvette. Stripped down, re-welded, the interior was nice and detailed, and we repaired all the parts that we possibly could. So let's go ahead, without further ado, and let's put some body panels on this thing, shall we? So the hood, 100%. There you go, fit that nice and easy. The front bumper goes on like so. The headlights we were not able to repair, and the license plate, we've only got a few very basic bare bones license plates. We're not going to put those on. Fenders are looking fresh and clean. The door should be good, and then the mirrors should be good as well. Now the windows we couldn't repair. You can't repair glass. Well, at least in this game. Rear bumper goes on, the plate and the tail lights we can't do anything about, but we can put on the door and the mirror to complete the body. So that is looking outstanding. Let's go ahead and open up the hood and start getting this engine put back into place. So let's mount. First off, let's mount the ABS pump. Looking good. Actually, let's go in our catalog to the performance sector and see what we need in the tuning shop here. So the air filter, actually, yeah, this thing didn't have an air filter, did it? Interesting. But we know there was an alternator, so we can buy that. Now, camshaft V8s. I think we need 4 of these, if I am not mistaken. Let's take a look at our inventory and go down here in the engine and see if we can find, yeah, we've got 4 perfectly good camshaft V8s, but we are not going to skimp on the power. We need 4 camshaft V8s, like so. 2,200 bucks. You got to be kidding on me. So there were no carburetors, but there were 2 catalytic converters. We'll go ahead and buy those. We do need a clutch plate and a pressure plate. Now, engine head V8s, there they are. We needed 2 of those, but before I buy them, let's make absolutely sure that they are engine head V8s. Whoops, inventory, please. We want to make sure that they are the correct part before we get into it too awful bad. Yes, 2 engine head V8s, and it's a shame because both were perfectly repaired. This would be a nice, we had enough luck that if we were to just turn around and resell the car with repaired parts, we could get away with it. But there we go. Engine head V8s. Now we needed the 2 exhaust pipes. I do remember that. Exhaust manifold V8s. I think we needed 2 of these. Like that. Now we needed exhaust pipe A's, I believe. So I'm going to hold off on that until I'm absolutely sure. We do need a flywheel, though. We need an outstanding fuel filter and fuel pump. There were no fuel rails as that came with the car, so we might have to go through and buy some fuel rails, but there are ignition coils. We need 8 of these bad boys, like that. Now, no ignition coils there or distributors. Ignition wires. There were no ignition wires, so I think we're okay there. Now, there weren't any 2-carb or intake manifolds there. We do need 2 middle mufflers, and we need 8 pistons with conrods. I think this engine is going to be tuned really, really high. And the power steering pump V8, we need 1 of those. The rear muffler V8s, we needed 2 of those. We didn't need the round air filter. We need 8 high-performance spark plugs, like so. Now, we needed the V8 throttle, like there, and no turbo. So now I think we are ready to put together... Oh, we failed on the engine block V8. Ouch. Do we have a good engine block V8? I wonder. Please tell me we do. That's expensive. I want to try to save as much money as we can. Let's sort by the condition here. Looks like the good parts are at the bottom. So is there an engine block V8 that we can look at? Engine head, power steering and alternator. Let's just sort by the name. And now we're at the wrong end again. All right, engine block V8. OHV. There's an engine block V8. Outstanding. We will take that to save some moolah. So we dodged the bullet there. Engine block V8, brand new engine block. That makes me feel good. Fuel filter. Of course, we want the performance fuel filter. Let's put in the brake servo and the battery. Let's go and put in the radiator A that we repaired. The radiator housing fan we broke, but the radiator fan housing, not the fan itself. So we need a radiator fan housing, you say. Let's get back to our regular old main shop. The engine, and we need the radiator fan housing. Right there. And it was just the regular old radiator fan housing, $93. And then our new fan can fit right in there, like so. Outstanding. ABS pump is in. The ABS module is in. Makes me feel good. All right, power steering pump V8 with the performance. And the nice and chromed up power steering pump, and then our alternator is over here. Performance alternator, the chromed up, ready to go. Performance like so. All right, let's get under this thing and put in the crankshaft. And sort of get the suspension in place. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get the rear drive axle in so we can put the transmission together. Crankshaft V8 looking nice and awesome. We've got 3 good bearing caps, so we successfully repaired each one of those. Makes me feel good. Awesome. All right, flywheel. We bought the performance flywheel here. We bought the performance clutch plate here. We bought the performance clutch pressure plate there, nice and chromed up. All right, and the clutch release bearing, we do need to buy one of those. Yeah, because you can't repair them. I wouldn't have one in the warehouse. So the clutch release bearing for $29. Then we can go ahead and get the gearbox on, fully repaired. Nice. The starter V8 is repaired. And then we can put on the drive shaft. Connect these bits together, like so. Looking good, Christmas tree. All right, so now we are ready to go topside and put in our pistons with conrods. We do need to buy 8 brand new piston rings, however. So let's go ahead and do that. We need piston rings. There we go, piston rings. We need 8 of these guys. 136 bucks. And let's go ahead and install our brand new pistons with conrods. Those sleek, black, almost looking like graphite or coal. And we should be good to go. That's the engine head that we can put on after the fact. And then we'll find out what parts this car was missing whenever we try to put some together and we don't have any replacements. We'll know what did not come with this car from the barn find. All right, engine head V8, the brand new 10% performance boost. Nice and red. Engine heads, like so. Then we'll put on this guy over here. Alrighty. So now our camshaft V8s, which we were able to repair all of them, but we'll put in our performance camshaft V8s for 3% every time. Now, did we get cam gears repaired? No, so we need 4 new cam gears, but we can put in our brand new performance spark plugs. Put in 8 of those guys. And then our exhaust manifold V8s, we do have brand new chrome versions of those, all looking spiffy. Awesome. Did we repair our intake manifold V8? Yes, we did. And as you can see there, fuel rail DIs did not come with the car. So we have to purchase 2 of those, and I believe those are performance parts as well. So that will be good for us for sure. All right, the throttle V8, 1.65%. Put on that brand new throttle. And let's go ahead and buy 2 fuel rail DIs from the performance parts, the direct injections there. Fuel rail DI, 2 of them, like so, 1,600 bucks. Oh man, I tell you, fuel rail DIs, 4% increase there, and a 4% increase there. Looking good. All right, we need 4 regular cam gears. Back to the regular old engine shop. And then look at some cam gears here. Just 4 regular old cam gears. And we'll put those on. Like that. And then we'll need 2 V8 timing belts, as we could not repair those. So 2 timing belt V8s is on our shopping list now. Timing belt V8 like so. We need 2 of these bad boys. Let's get those on. And I think we successfully repaired our timing cover. We did indeed. Now this radiator makes it difficult to put on all of these idler rollers. But you can see idler roller A's and B's all over the place. Engine head cover B, outstanding. We are able to repair that one up. And then our 8 ignition coils for 0.75% per ignition coil. It matches the cover. I like it. And then the coils cover V8, we got brand new ones there. Awesome sauce. I tell you, we were able to save a lot of money repairing all of these parts. This thing is looking good, for sure. All right, put in these brand new performance spark plugs. Thankfully, the brand new parts at 100% automatically go to the left. So since we weren't able to repair these, it automatically selects the performance parts, which makes our job a whole lot quicker. Coils cover V8. All right, now it's time to work on the front. So there's a bunch of idler rollers. We were able to repair our water pump, but probably not our water pump pulley. No, water pump pulley and crankshaft pulley. Looking at idler roller A's, we only have 1. Idler roller B's, we have 5. So we need 1 idler roller A and 5 idler roller B's. And that's for what we know. There could have been even more parts missing. So we'll get to that bridge when we get there. Idler roller B's like so. You get an idler roller B. You get an idler roller B. You get an idler roller B. Just like that. Another idler roller B down here. All right, so now we just have the water pump pulley and the crankshaft pulley V8. Crankshaft pulley will be right up here, or down here, or down here. Crankshaft pulley V8, there we go. Regular old V8, and then we needed a water pump pulley last in the list, like so. We'll put that together. And then we'll get to the crankshaft pulley V8. And now we can put on our belts. We have serpentine belt B V8 and serpentine belt A V8. Went too far up there. Serpentine belt A V8 and B V8. B V8 right there, and then A V8 right there. And probably we need a belt tensioner as well, because we were not able to repair that. That's just me knowing how this game works. There goes the B. There goes the A. There's the belt tensioner. And then is that an A? All right, so we do need one more idler roller A. So that belt was being, quote-unquote, held on by really nothing, if you think about it. So one more idler roller A. And we can go ahead and put that on there. All right, and that is the engine compartment done. Oh, wait, nope. We need our next exhaust manifold. Oh, and we do need to go under it to put on the oil pan and the oil filter. So that's everything we had. Hopefully we repaired some of those rod caps. And then we need to buy a brand new oil pan V8. So let's see if we can put these caps on. Looks like we've got plenty to cover it. No, we might actually need to go to the warehouse to grab a couple other rod caps. So that's 4 and 5. We need 3 more rod caps from our warehouse. Hopefully we have them in here. I believe we do. Yeah, I saw a rod cap pop up on the part list. So engine, sort by name. They'll be in the R's. So do we have 3? Oh, they're after all the rocker arms. Holy crap. Yes, we have 3 rod caps. So 1, 2, and 3, which gives us a reserve of 2 more rod caps. Awesome. 100% rod caps from a Tempest Magnum. You should feel honored, good Corvette. Just like that. And then the oil pan V8. We do not have one of those. And the oil filter V8. All right, so oil pan V8. And an oil filter V8, the yellow one. And then the oil pan V8 right there. So now we can put some oil in this bad boy. Part mount the filter and the oil pan. Sweet. So that completes the engine compartment. Let's just go ahead and put on the rear suspension if we can. So we were able to repair the knuckle C's. One of the wheel hub 3s. So we're going to have to go back and get a wheel hub 3 and a leaf spring. How about the plates? We got 2 good plates here. And we'll need 1 U-bolt. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. All right, how about the rear? We got 2 solid drive axles. Looking good. Now, brake disc we are going to have to rebuy, as well as the fuel tank, I think, and the rear shock absorbers. All right, so suspension. We need 2 rear shock. Oh, Bs? Were they Bs? Yes, they were. 2 rear shock absorber Bs, like so. And then we also needed 2 brake discs. And 2 brake ventilated discs for the front, of course. We're going to need 4 brake pads. And I think we're good on brakes. I know we need a cylinder in here. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Brake pad there. Brake caliper. Yeah, we need 1 cylinder, but we were able to repair the other 3 calipers and cylinders. All right, there goes that. The other rear shock absorber here. So a broken wheel hub 3, a broken leaf spring, wheel hub 3, and a leaf spring. We'll see if we got them in here. Suspension. A lot of bushings. There's some tires. 99% hubcaps aren't going to help us. No wheel hub 3s, unfortunately. How about a leaf spring? We do have a leaf spring. Feeling good, and we needed 1 U-bolt, which is exactly what we have. Feeling pretty fortunate there. So let's go ahead and put on this leaf spring. And then we need a wheel hub 3 in the suspension. So no extra wheel hub 3s, unfortunately. Only a $17 part. Not too worried about that. Solid drive axle there. Awesome. Another brake disc. Let's put on these pads and calipers. All right. Yep. Okay, so plate and U-bolts are next. We did bring that extra U-bolt. Come here. There you go. All right. And then it's just the small rubber bushings and tires. Four small rubber bushings, I'm sorry. There we go. We'll get that in there nice and lovely. Come on, fuel tank, get out of my way. Actually, we can shoot right across there. Nice. All right, rubber bushing up here. And then we have the tires, the fuel tank. We do need to buy one of those fuel tanks. And we do have the fuel pump performance. So we don't have to buy another one of those, luckily. So there we go. And then the fuel pump, the performance fuel pump goes in there. And I believe that is going to be okay for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. So we are working hard on the suspension pieces. Next time around, we can get the front suspension in, we can get the glass and the tires on, and take her out on the track, on the dyno, see what we got. But that's going to do it for me in this episode, ladies and gentlemen, of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Next episode, we will wrap up the Corvette. But that's going to do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next Car Mechanic Simulator video. Take care.